Alright, the whole entire day of tournament will come down to this set played between our finalists. Eugene Tan up against Martin Teo.
Yeah, Martin Teo, the winner of the set with just witnessed, clutching a 2-1 victory against Melvin K.
Yes, and Eugene doing the same, clutching out a 2-1 victory over Benjamin Tan in top 4.
Benjamin not quite finding the answers he needs to advance to the finals.
It was close, I hear, so fair play to Eugene for coming out on top, and well played to Benjamin for taking it as far as he did.
So between these two players, who do you think is going to come out on top?
Well, Martin is in full end of the world Armageddon Doomsday mode, so
What was that supposed to mean?
you know, end is nigh. The meteor coming to destroy my team and the world and the rest of existence as we know it. So
To be
doesn't
fair,
enjoy the matchup, I would say.
to be fair, yeah, I guess he's been hitting all his hypnosis, so there's that feeling
Can't
of
yeah, well, he can
Yeah.
hypnosis Venusaur, I suppose.
yeah. I mean, well, yeah, there's this feeling of like, I've hit all my hypnosis so far. I think it's about time. If a couple of them misses, could skew the favor into Eugene's matchup. Enough.
The thing
to tilt
though
the
is
game.
Eugene has two anti-sleep terrains.
Fini and the Coco,
Both.
yeah,
Yes.
which are both handy as well, dealing against Como. I heard against Benjamin, but yeah, you're right. It does have the Bulu, I think, which punishes. I think we've discussed at length that Tapu Bulu destroys most other Tapus, but just needs the speed advantage to do so.
Well,
And Trick Room could be the edge that it needs.
then what does he do about Venusaur though?
Well.
Venusaur and Tapu Bulu, well, it's a very one-sided relationship.
If the Tapu Bulu perhaps has nature's manners, maybe he can drop the Venusaur's HP to half, and I don't know, he is camera maybe. And yeah, that begs the
Yes,
question.
fat.
Yeah, that's another question I wanted to ask. Is that will camera have enough power to punch through Venusaur?
At best it's a 2-hit KO. At worst it could be a 3-hit KO. And even if it's a 2-hit KO, he's gonna take damage on that turn, which means the eruption might not get a second hit.
Yeah, at this point, I think perhaps Flamethrower would be better.
He will have the flamethrower on turn 2. Since Venusaur would not only have done damage to reduce eruption power, he would have healed back with the Gaga Drain.
That is true. We shouldn't really discount Mushrana's helping hand as well. That could come into
And the other
play.
problem, of course, for Martin is that this time Eugene can stall turns of Trade Room using Protect, and if he has Leech Seed as well,
yeah, I can see why he's in full Armageddon mode now. End is 9. But at the very least, he's made it all the way to the finals. The top 2 position isn't too shabby.
yeah, I think it's his best finish so far.
Should be going into game soon. So your favorite or you think the team that has the advantage should be Eugene in terms of matchup?
The problem for Martin, as you pointed out, is that he really only has those 2 attackers in the Tapu Bulu and the Camera, and both of them don't really have a good answer to
What about Milotic?
against Venusaur.
Well, I was gonna say against Incineroar and Landorus Intimidate, but you do have a very strong point there. So
His
once
best
again,
option for Venusaur is the Shattered Psyche on Mushrana.
once again for Martin
Believe it or
Teo's
not.
team, Tapu Bulu, Mushrana, Ludicolo,
Ludicolo.
Lucario, Milotic, Mimikyu, and Camera.
Yeah, Eugene's gonna be spotting the Tapu Koko, Cresselia, Tapu Fini, Landorus Therian, Venusaur, Mega, and the Incineroar.
And even has the Incineroar as well to try to put some obstacles in Martin Teo's path to set up Trick Room.
That being said, Eugene doesn't have a way to reverse Trick Room. He's shown that he has Icy Wind and not Trick Room.
Yes. Oh well, he has the fabled ally switch. I mean, there's another way he could waste.
Wow, what
Trick
a
Room
lead
turns.
from Martin here.
Wow, Milotic. So expecting the
No Intimidate. Eugene's not gonna give it to you.
Ooh, and it's double punishing
My
the
goodness.
Milotic.
Milotic staring down grass and an electric type. Woo. That is as good a position for Venusaur as I've seen ever. Oh well, yeah, that's absolutely terrifying for Milotic to be staring down.
Yeah, safe to say, I think Milotic is gonna be switching out or protecting,
Or
dying.
facing the firing squad.
That might not actually be too bad because that means Mimikyu will set up Trick Room, but he does withdraw, sensing Camera, hoping to catch Thunderbolt or Gigavolt.
Mega Venusaur gonna show its face here. No reason to stay in on Mega Form. Mega Venusaur superior in every way.
And actually, right off the bat, Martin bringing in the Camera, so trying to put pressure on the Venusaur here.
Definitely gonna break Mimikyu's disguise here.
Ooh, but
Hopefully.
Sludge Bomb will be enough to KO.
Neutral. Because Mimikyu's Ghost type does resist the poison. And Sludge Bomb comes out into
He's
the...
gonna try for it. He's gonna
Not
try
gonna
for it.
KO. Trying for poison, I think. And Trick Room does go up successfully, and Eugene really couldn't prevent it.
Yeah.
He could maybe have punished the camera up slot a bit harder, but again, at most Gaga drain, so it's not like he could have gotten much mileage.
I think it was wise for Martin to use Mimikyu as his trick room setter, because if he had let Mushrana, that just means Electrum Z probably.
Yes, it will survive, but the double up would have finished it off.
Yes. As well as Mimikyu does have Disguise to sort of discourage that behavior, especially since Coco will move first and burn that coveted Z move into into essentially a focus sash.
Not even a focus sash.
Coco does retreat here, brings in the Fini, hoping to sponge up that eruption damage.
And camera, if he attacks here, he's kind of leaves himself open to the Gaga drain.
I think that's fine though.
But I think Eugene will take that turn, unless he protects his camera up this turn. Unless he protects his Venusaur this turn.
And we do see no protects coming out, so Earth Power instead.
Trying to catch the switch in of the Fini. Gets
That's
a good amount
decent amount of damage.
Mimikyu goes for the Swords Dance. Venusaur is still not quite quicking in its boots quite yet though.
Yeah, Starch Bomb, no Giga Drain actually. Into Mimikyu once again. Will not get the poison because of the Misty Terrain. And it is important to note that the Mimikyu actually undersped the Venusaur.
As expected, it is a trick room variant.
Will the same be said for Fini? Actually, it doesn't really matter, right? The Fini is just going to die to the Earth Power.
Yes.
Or if Martin predicts the Protect, he could double up into the Venusaur, which is looking primed to get rid of Mimikyu.
I don't think he can see KO even with a double up.
Yeah, Fini's going to go for Protect here. Does Martin call it and go for the Venusaur? Let's go for Earth Power.
Let's go for power into the Fini. So Venusaur is going to be free to... How much does this Shadow Claw plus 2 do? Oh goodness me.
That's a decent amount of damage.
And well, it's the last amount of damage he's going to do too.
Yes, Venusaur will take it out with a critical hit.
And we have 2 more turns of Trick Room after this.
Oh, if Bulu comes in though.
Does it really change the equation?
Well...
Yeah, I don't think Blue changes the equation. It's still threatened by Slash Bomb, doesn't really threaten the Venusaur.
Makes Martin more pressure to take out Venusaur. That's what it does. But Milotic does, I think, the same thing. Doesn't... Now Venusaur is at this HP. Does Martin want to try to...
Oh goodness, he's also giving Eugene a very big Giga Drain target.
Yes. So all the HP, Venusaur is just going to recover it all the way back. So Martin has to ask some very hard questions. Does he want to lose his camera and try to potentially get rid of Venusaur?
At this point, Eugene can afford to sack Fini because his main target is to stop camera up, but now he no longer stops camera up thanks to the getting caught by Earth Power on the switch in.
And Fini does
reserve
withdraw.
Fini. What a
Coco. Okay.
Well, that's going to be a 1-hit knockout with the Earth Power.
Electric Terrain will kick in. Venusaur going for the Protect, so actually not going for...
It looks like a very free Gaga Drain to me.
Yeah, and Earth Power is just gonna kill the Coco here.
Well, that's an interesting decision by Eugene.
That's one threat to Milotic gone as Ice Beam.
Venusaur had a very free turn there. At the very least, go for VGC. Or just Gaga Drain the heck out of the Milotic.
Yeah. And now Martin has a sort of an easier time because if Fini comes back in, it has a fresh Protect and Venusaur has just burned it, so the obvious target is to go for the Venusaur. But no, it's okay, brings in the Incineroar, which gives a +1 to the Milotic. Interesting.
+2.
Oh, sorry,
Since, it's not quite defiant. Special attack and intimidate operating on different spectrums.
Eugene has to consider which is the fake out target he wants to go for here.
Does he think Milotic has protect? That's one.
Yes. And but at the same time he can't really threaten the camera.
Suppose you fake out the camera when Gaga Drain the Milotic.
Yeah. At the very least you sort of burn trick room turns.
But yeah, that was a huge wasted opportunity for Eugene last turn.
Indeed.
He can't be afraid of Ice Beam, he has Stick Fat. And now he's afraid of Ice Beam because he just gave it a boost.
Yeah. And previously it was protected by Misty Terrain, so didn't really have to fear freeze. But hey, now it's Electric Terrain, so things could potentially go wrong here for Eugene.
No protects from Martin at all.
So picking out the camera.
Venusaur underspeed. Yeah, it does underspeed the Milotic. But it's not going to KO with a Gaga Drain.
Does heal all that HP back though.
Good amount of healing, but Milotic does now have a double Ice Beam. Which does nothing still. So yeah, last turn was so free for Eugene.
Oh boy. And Trick Room does run out, so...
So now, Milotic is the fastest thing on the field. with +2 special attack.
Well, when you put it that way. And Camera does threaten Earth Power onto...
Doesn't win KO because Eugene is carrying the Assault Vest.
Yeah, I know, but at least it's decent damage, and maybe you want to catch a Fini switch it?
No reason for Eugene to switch in Fini now though. Unless he's dead afraid of Ice Beam Freeze.
Or he could switch in Fini into the Venusaur slot, and Martin maybe wants to
Martin
double
does reveal the Protect.
Huh,
So
then why didn't he protect though? Previous turn?
That's a good question. As Venusaur will Giga Drain into that Protect. As Incineroar goes for the knockoff into the Camera.
That's the biggest amount of damage you can go for, and Earth Power into Incineroar.
Not gonna KO with the Assault Vest.
Close though. Very close.
Now it's in KO range of the Milotic. Whereas previously even with the Blast 2 probably not enough. But now Score will KO. But now I think Camera might go down to Giga Drain as well.
It is only a neutral hit against... the Giga Drain is only neutral against Camera, right?
There's a still look at Camera's HP at this point.
Importantly though, Camera now slows things on the field.
And
not
Milotic
able to exert
might not
pressure.
KO either because Milotic, if we saw the previous first Giga Drain, it didn't even do 50%. Did just under.
Combination from Incineroar perhaps?
Incineroar's not long for the world though. Milotic's should pick up the KO here. As it does. Skull into Incineroar slot. Incineroar can't protect. It's Assault Vested. Saves it from Earth Power, but means it can't protect itself from this Skull. Venusaur does go for Giga Drain. Into which slot though? Into the Milotic. He's hoping to get a high roll, doesn't get it.
Ooh. And yeah, I think free to fire off a flame.
And berry for Milotic as well. There should be Earth Power coming out from the Camera.
Oh, flamethrower at least. Yeah. Oh, what am I saying?
Same base power, yeah.
That's a lot of damage. Doesn't get a special defense drop.
But now it's in KO range of Ice Beam.
Yes.
And Eugene, Fini, not quite what he needs in this scenario.
Fini does threaten Camera, but at this point, it's the Milotic that's the problem.
I mean, at this point, Eugene just commands and prays for the best.
Really?
Because, yeah, he has to command here, or else he'll get killed by Earth Power. He goes straight for Muddy Water and gets a drop on Milotic, that's game over because that's +4.
Well, that'd be just playing risky because then he has to hope for Milotic to start missing attacks then.
Yep.
Ooh, very tricky conundrum. And Venusaur going for a protect, not wanting to get killed by the Ice Beam here.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Muddy Water time.
It's Calm Mind. Okay, so doesn't want to get killed outright by the Earth Power.
Fini the fastest thing on the field, it looks like.
Yeah, outspeeding the Milotic, you're right.
So yeah, Muddy Water could still swing things. Since Ice Beam into the Venusaur slot and Earth Power will not kill the Fini and activate a berry.
Oh, yeah, forgot about the berry.
Unless he gets a high roll. No, he doesn't. So that's the berry for Fini. And Martin might be starting to feel a little bit nervous now.
If he has Bulu at the back though, don't you think it's pretty good for him though?
Well, you really want to distrust Muddy Water?
Milotic needs to... Milotic. Tapu Fini needs to start stacking up significant amount of boosts in order to get rid of Tapu Bulu in one shot. If there's Tapu Bulu back.
There's the double.
Oh.
There's the double on Venusaur.
It could be huge.
It's going to be another combine for Fini. No, it's going to be the Muddy Water. Miss the Milotic though.
Attack. Oh, that's a huge
Camera.
miss. So what's the last Pokemon here for Martin?
It's Bulu. It's Bulu. It's 100% it's Bulu.
Ice Beam into Venusaur once again. Yeah, so things look very much in Martin Teo's favor. Though Bulu is slower, but with a +1, even a Moonblast I don't think will be enough to get rid of Bulu. Although...
If Moonblast gets rid of... If Moonblast can crit the Milotic though, then Venusaur slash bounce the Bulu and all of a sudden,
hey!
That's not what was on the cards.
I don't know though. Oof. Down to the last two here. And
now Eugene, the question is, does he go for the Moonblast and try and crit?
Goes for Moonblast onto Milotic.
He needs
so
a crit
he's going
here.
for it.
Doesn't get it.
Oh, drops the special attack, which means it's a +1.
Nah, it doesn't matter at this point. He needed a crit. Because otherwise Venusaur goes down and then he loses the Venusaur followed by his Tapu Fini. So Martin stealing game 1. Eugene kind of letting that one slip.
Where's the N is 9 for Martin Teo? He's doing fantastic though.
Eugene just didn't play his Venusaur well enough. And yeah, that sequence of plays with the Milotic so bizarre. Protecting and then letting the Milotic get its boost subsequently. Sacking the Coco instead of the Fini.
Honestly, Eugene's misplays, I mean, I question if they are misplays because maybe they are logical to him, but misplays aside, I think Martin Teo switching up his Trick Room Setter from Mimikyu was a huge factor in him getting that win, because he was able to get Trick Room up effectively, and Milotic punishing the Incineroar. Eugene bringing Incineroar, that is. Oh.
He still needs Incineroar for the Bulu. And Incineroar
really?
still at least can survive a hit from camera.
Does he really though? I mean, Venusaur handles Bulu handily. Very handily itself.
Or do you really want to bring something as passive as Cresselia to this matchup?
I mean, you can survive an Eruption, right?
And do what?
And chip away at camera.
That looks like a very poor trade to me.
Well, Eugene has to kind of think of what he wants to bring for this matchup. Then what do you think he should? Incineroar still, but then he has to deal with Milotic.
I think those four were fine. Maybe not the Coco. Other than that,
yeah, I question when he threw away his Coco to Earth Power. That was a bit strange.
Yeah.
Yes. Oof. So Martin just needs one more game to be fine, to be the champion for the Midseason Showdown for Singapore. Well, Eugene has a bit of an uphill road to climb here.
It really shouldn't be that tough for Eugene though. I still feel he has team matchup here. He just has to play Venusaur a lot better than he did in game 1. And not protect from things that can't KO him. Especially since he was slower than a Milotic under Trick Room, so what on earth was that play?
Milotic Mimikyu once again the lead that worked for Martin.
Please don't lead Incineroar, Eugene.
Surely not. No,
yeah,
Coco
it's the same
Venusaur.
lead again. Can he punish the camera, like camera switch in harder this time?
No.
Does he really want damage on the Mimikyu? That's one. He went for damage on Mimikyu last game.
And, I mean, Martin doesn't really need to switch into camera, although that would be ideal because
it was strange though because the likely play seemed to be a Giga Drain to that slot, which camera doesn't really take that well.
Yeah, especially since he hasn't Mega Evolved to get boosted stats yet.
So Eugene is gonna have to think through. Since even if he doesn't switch out, he still gets I suppose the problem is Bulu might come in. Oh, it's gonna be camera up, so a Giga Drain there would go some way. Although again the Mimikyu did put up a bit of a threat with the Swords Dance last game.
Yeah. Although Venusaur was able to shrug that off quite easily, so again, not really a very big threat. Although
so
just have to keep an eye.
Yeah, it's gonna designate to at least break this guy since no reason to Thunderbolt into either slot.
Aye.
Now the question is Giga Drain or Sludge Bomb or even Leech Seed.
Hey, actually Leech Seed would be a good idea, and he does go for it.
Does land it onto the camera up slot. So a slightly better position than he was last game, but Mimikyu threatening the Swords Dance again.
And this time he doesn't have a damage to follow it up.
And eruption damage slowly ticking away as well.
I think Martin can ignore the Venusaur. He can just start sending up Swords Dance with his Mimikyu, target down the Coco with Earth Power, trying to catch the Fini on the switch again.
Yeah, Eugene doesn't really have a switch in to Earth Power, unless he brought either Landorus or the Cresselia.
Yeah,
so now if he had Cresselia, now would be the time to bring it.
I doubt it, but I guess Landorus would be good because you sort of stop-get the Mimikyu as well. Instead of getting a +2, he gets a +1 only.
It's even worse against the Milotic though.
Yeah, well, no switches here.
Probably a protect from the Coco.
Or
just a sack. Hoping that, you know, Martin over predicts. But again, not much reason to. As Coco does go for the protect. So what does Venusaur go for? Since Mimikyu is likely to Swords Dance here.
Another Leech Seed, a Slash Bomb hoping for a poison. Goes for Eruption, so no Earth Power.
Slightly nerfed there.
Yeah. Let's see how much damage this does to the Venusaur. Oh, not even 50%. That's just poor.
He does go for the Swords Dance. And is he gonna see the Mimikyu as well? I'll take a more direct approach.
More direct approach.
Slash Bomb. He needs a poison here though.
Yeah, poison go for long way. Doesn't get it. As Leech Seed will start healing Venusaur up a bit.
So without the poison, he doesn't get a 2-hit KO with Slash Bomb. But now Eruption is no longer threatening the Coco, so it's more or less forces the Earth Power into that slot.
What about a combination of Earth Power and Shadow Claw?
Into Venusaur?
Yes.
Nah, I don't think that's enough.
And I guess the more tempting target is the Coco, which has already protected. So you maybe want to catch things on the switch. Venusaur going for the protect here. So yeah, if Martin goes for Venusaur,
yeah,
it's
so
going to be
if
a
he
very
did double here, it's going to be a bit. Does go for Earth Power, does go for the Coco. So we'll remove that from the field.
I mean, the thought just crossed my mind. If the Mimikyu went for Swords Dance again, oh.
Well, no, he didn't go for it.
Oh, okay. Plays it safe. Martin, you boring chap.
Incineroar can come in here though.
Aye.
And I think it will come in if he brought it. Since I don't think he switched it up. Since he brought Cresselia, he should have switched it in last turn.
To sponge the Earth Power, right?
Yep. Sponge anything at that point. It's gonna be Incineroar. There's no threat of Milotic on the field right now.
And Mimikyu will be down to +1, so not as threatening as it should
well, at +1, that's not threatening at all.
Yeah. I kind of feel it's a bit wasted. Martin should have maybe gone for another Swords Dance, but that's hindsight.
Well, wasted was the Venusaur going for the Protect there.
Oh,
he definitely predicted the double target into the slot, hoping for double target into the slot, but didn't get it. The power still went into the Coco.
And yeah, Martin, one Pokemon up, but does have to be a bit worried about how the rest of the game will play, especially since Camerupt is not very healthy.
And it's slowly losing HP to the Leech Seed.
The question is it worth saving the Camerupt though? Because once
Camerupt goes down, he has no good way of damaging Venusaur. And he's about to time out again.
Oh, living on the edge, am I right?
I think he timed out.
We will find out. No, he didn't. Camerupt retreated.
We saw him make the move with Camerupt.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not sure he made the move with Mimikyu.
Let's see, maybe Mimikyu goes for a Trick Room again.
As Flare Blitz comes out into the Mimikyu slot, that will be a KO. And Camerupt, and yeah, Incineroar showing that it is slower than Mimikyu. And gets the KO. And Venusaur getting a free Geiger Drain? No, a free Leech Seed.
Or, you know, if he did time out...
Oh, he went for Trick Room again. Well, oh well. We will never know.
Yes.
We could ask him later. It would be unfortunate. It is unfortunate indeed, if it were to be the case.
Yeah. Okay, this shit does land on Milotic, so at the very I mean, it's Eugene playing Eugene's game once again.
Well, now Camerupt no longer seeded, and there's no longer the threat of Fake Out as well.
But Geiger Drain still is a terrible thing.
Yeah, it is. And Milotic has been seeded.
Although at this point, do you predict that Venusaur will protect once again and just double into
what?
the
Venusaur's not protecting from anything distant. A Flamethrower Ice Beam double target is not gonna get the KO.
Yeah, Thick Fat just protects from both, right?
He'll do a lot of damage, sure, but he will survive, and Geiger Drain will heal back a good amount, and that leaves the Incineroar open as well.
Yeah, so it's
just the Earth Power. It's gonna bring Incineroar all the way down if it doesn't KO. Does get the KO thanks to the chip damage previously.
So maybe a Scald? If it's a Scald, then that means he went for the Incineroar. Does get a Leech Seed, but he failed, so it's doubling into. And goes for the Ice Beam actually. So hedging his bets here.
He seeded into the Milotic again?
Yes, he did. Hoping to catch a switch out.
Into Bulu?
Well, maybe he didn't think that one through.
It has to be a wrong target, I feel.
Aye, and Trick Room has run out.
And no, he no longer has Goku to threaten the Milotic.
Eugene
It is Fini again? It is Fini. So there's going to be a free Calm Mind, but at the same time, there's still Bulu at the back, so it doesn't matter how many Calm Minds he accumulates. But it will keep him alive against the Camerupt.
Yeah, but this time he does have Venusaur with the Slash Bomb to threaten Tapu Bulu.
He needs to keep Milotic out of very range.
Aye.
He could just Muddy Water immediately, actually.
And give Milotic a +2 special attack.
Well, here's where Eugene's luck go against him. Yeah, Calm Mind I think is a more tempting play.
So a safer approach, definitely. Although it doesn't serve him very well against the upcoming Tapu Bulu, as he goes for Muddy Water, avoids the Milotic.
That's one way to not give Milotic a boost.
Yeah, missing completely.
Camerupt goes down to the Muddy Water. And Venusaur gonna get a free Geiger Drain off.
Or a Slash Bomb if he predicts the Bulu switch in.
As Milotic goes for the Ice Beam.
Not
Can't
gonna
freeze.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the boost. Venusaur has Thick Fat. That's gonna be healed back with the Geiger Drain.
Oh,
ooh, but Leech Seed is gonna give Milotic his boost. His berry.
Does it matter though? That's just more HP for Venusaur to suck on. The important thing is...
I wouldn't have put it that way.
The important thing is whether Venusaur outspeeds Tapu Bulu. I guess it's not that important.
Pretty confident it is.
Because Fini can just protect.
So
yeah.
can Bulu, so. But I think Venusaur outspeeds. Since Martin definitely needs Bulu to move first under Trick Room.
Things not too good, and yeah.
And Bulu does have a lower base speed than Venusaur. Not much, but enough.
At this point, Eugene can just slowly close out the game with Venusaur here. Just needs to keep pressuring the Tapu Bulu with poison attacks. Doesn't matter if his Fini goes down even, which I think he recognizes just going for the attack instead of Calm Minding.
Yeah, once Bulu goes down... Actually no. Actually this game is over. Venusaur is not threatened by anything.
I guess if the Ice Beam freezes the Venusaur, that's a way out. Now the Mystery is gone. Are you gonna time out again, Martin? No, okay. Calm mind for Fini here.
You're recognizing that the blue protects, then the Fini is not threatened that turn. If he doesn't protect, then slash from KOs.
Ice beam.
If he doesn't freeze, here we go. Martin's last chance of this game and this tournament. Not gonna get it. Slash from will KO the blue.
Aye, and we will should be going into a game 3 here.
We'll be moving to game 3. Eugene recognizing that he had a much better game plan than what he was going for in game 1. Yeah. Still an interesting decision to bring Coco. And losing it to camera easily, I would say. And not really getting much damage in return.
I think that's fine because importantly you do waste trick room turns. And all the while Venusaur is just slowly destroying your trick room setter and your chances of sending up once again. And I think Coco is important because
it scares Milotic away.
Not only that, but imagine if Martin had brought Mushrana instead. Coco would deal so much damage to Mushrana and Eugene would will be in a good position based off that. Ice beam into the Fini here. Will he get a freeze? No, he will not, and Giga Drain will seal the game here.
Venusaur ended the game at full health.
Ah, well. Does Martin want to consider switching out, bringing Mushrana? The Hypnosis could be the thing that he needs to tip.
Eugene's bringing double anti status.
That is true. That is true.
And nothing's in the sky, so there's nothing.
That's another reason why I think Eugene is prioritizing Coco. It's because of the threat of Mushrana.
That's also true. The Hypnosis. You're right there. Double terrain does not only that. If he drops anything, he's dropping it for something that's in the sky, and could be put to sleep even under terrain. So, yeah, I do understand the reasoning there. Mushrana's Hypnosis has clearly, ripped through today's tournament field. So Eugene wise to the danger of that, not letting himself fall prey to it, bringing as many checks as he can against it.
Yeah, and well, kudos to Martin as well, who's chosen not to bring Mushrana against what seems to be a very unlikely Hypnosis setup.
Even though Mushrana could just go for Shadow Psyche to get a lot of damage on Venusaur.
Yeah, I mean, Mushrana's special attack is how much? Is it that high?
It's still the biggest hit he has on Venusaur, I think. Since everything else is neutral.
Yeah, Camera just not pulling enough weight. I think Eugene has recognized that he can just leave it alone and let Trick Room expire, and then Camera is just a sitting duck.
That's the thing though. He landed the Leech Seed on it. Which is why he could afford to ignore it. Because Eruption's damage was slowly getting ticked away.
Okay, Mimikyu Camera up here.
Oh, and Eugene counter leads with Fini Venusaur.
Well then, protect anyone?
Muddy Water miss anyone? That is not what Martin wanted to see. Martin wanted to see Coco, and Eugene has stayed one step ahead.
Yeah, well, I mean, Eugene isn't in such a bad position if he was Milotic as well, because Milotic doesn't really threaten the Fini, and that's just free calm mind. The important thing is if Bulu was to show his face, but Bulu's not going to show his face in front of Venusaur.
Yeah, actually the problem for Martin is that his leads are all very weak to giving Fini a turn 1 calm mind. Only thing that can stop that is Bulu and it's Venusaur.
Yes. And a Mega Venusaur to boot, which cannot be easily displaced by the camera in this case. So really good lead here for Eugene. Easy calm mind as most people would say.
Calm mind Leech Seed. Just the way that Eugene likes it.
A very slow turn, but there's no reason for Eugene to rush and to do anything
No switches
dramatic.
for Martin.
Stays in, very risky.
Brave this out. Hoping for Muddy Water miss, or hoping to get damage on Fini before he get too many calm minds up. Or just protecting.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be punished by the calm mind.
For sure.
No,
okay.
Just get it. Eugene biting at the bait ready. At least it lands the Muddy Water to break disguise.
Where we see an accuracy drop.
Where's the Leech Stick going? So it's just Flash Bomb into the Mimikyu. Not gonna get poisoned since now the Fini is on the field. But gets a very high roll. Relatively high roll.
And Trick Room is set up. But once again, Camera being threatened by the double Fini sort of forces Martin to switch out. And switches can be punished.
I mean, can't really double target effectively.
No, nothing is going to fall to a double target here.
Usually just want to Muddy Water and Slash Bomb into Camera slot. Bulu can't come in. If Camera stays in, it gets KO'd by Muddy Water.
There's nothing stopping Bulu from coming in, you know. You can just come in and feint.
Yeah, it'll come into a Slash Bomb. So, tough choices here. for Martin,
Yeah,
even though Trick Room has gone up.
It all comes down to the lead, I feel. And the fact that, yeah, I mean, Martin's fears of his team matchup being very bad against this because of the Gogo and the Fini. Yeah. And his 9 indeed.
Just can't. Mushala can't function against a well-played rotating terrain setup.
And he does choose to bring in the Bulu.
Okay, here we go. Does Eugene punish it with the Sludge Bomb? You have to feel he did because it seems a very obvious play. A Muddy Water and a Sludge Bomb into the camera up slot.
Not bothering with the Swords Dance here. Instead goes straight for Shadow
But
Cry.
he does go for Gaga Drain instead. With the terrain boost, cast the KO on Mimikyu. Well, that's one way to take advantage of Tapu Bulu.
I see. Then...
Please don't come, Mike. Just Muddy Waters. Oh boy. Accuracy drop, anyone?
Yeah, that would be the only thing that could sway the battle in his favor. It's not a very strong
Okay. Okay.
Martin, you think you're lucky landing all your
Hypnosis today?
It takes even more luck to avoid the targets you want to avoid. And
yeah, he's hit what he needs to hit. Missed what he needs to miss.
And I guess the accuracy drop on the things that
His Fini's afraid of.
Yes. And camera will hit the field, but
this is the position that Martin wants. True, but not quite with accuracy drop.
not only that, Venusaur really has nothing to fear.
It does. It still takes a lot of damage from camera. Especially since camera's at full health, so Eruption's still going to do a good amount. But it's also terrain boosted Gaga Drain. So swings and roundabouts.
I don't think he's going for Gaia Drain. The most obvious target will be the Bulu, so that your Fini will stick around longer. Yeah, he's going to switch out the Fini for Incineroar, lowering
I do think he wants to go for the camera.
Really?
Because the Bulu he can KO on own time, own target, really.
I see. Oh, okay. We'll see.
Especially since he protected there.
We'll see. If
he has the rain and he has the rain boosted Gaga Drain.
You see Earth Power into Venusaur. There's a lot of damage. And this Seed into camera. Alright.
Why not just Gaga Drain?
Yeah, actually Gaga Drain would heal Venusaur. I mean, what am I saying? He's going to heal from terrain and DC, but Gaga Drain will heal a lot more.
Yep.
Yeah.
And do a lot of damage as well, since it is terrain boosted. Interesting choice there to go for Leech Seed instead of Gaga Drain. Eugene can miss as well.
At the very least, Eugene has momentum on his side now with Incineroar hitting the field. Fake out, Sludge Bomb into Tapu Bulu seems likely.
Yeah, since he protected last turn.
Or he could choose to try to lock down the camera since Bulu doesn't really threaten both Pokemon.
That's also true.
Yeah.
But the risk of the flinch, of course.
Well, I think you take it. You're gonna get a lot of recovery from this grassy terrain and DC.
Yeah, Martin force switch Bulu out of the Sludge Bomb. Ulti will come in. Try and absorb a fake out Sludge Bomb.
Yeah.
This camera goes for the protect. Does mean he's gonna take Leech Seed damage.
And all this while, right, while all this is going on, Trick Room is slowly running out for Martin. And he doesn't have the means to set it up once again. No poison, which I believe is fortunate. But look at all that HP recovery that Venusaur is getting. Oh.
All the way back up to 75, 80%.
I think give it one more turn, it's back to full.
With a Gaga Drain on Milotic, sure. It'll be enough on its own. I think a Gaga Drain on either with the terrain boost will bring it all the way back up.
Yeah, so at this point, Eugene probably doesn't want to switch the terrain. You know, this thing is actually making his Venusaur a legit threat at this point.
Making his life a lot easier. We saw he didn't quite punish the Bulu switch in, but we saw he did punish the Bulu switch in. Since he boosted his Gaga Drain enough to KO the Mimikyu.
Power once again into the Venusaur. A lot of damage, but not quite enough to bring it down. We do see a low kick as well into camera.
And Gaga Drain into camera up as well. With the terrain boost, yes, that's a KO.
Beautiful, and all the HP recovery.
This is why you don't give Venusaur grassy terrain.
And Ice Beam into Venusaur here.
Oh, so kawaii.
I mean, I guess Martin sort of felt that Venusaur would... Oh no, sorry. Eugene felt that Milotic is going to protect, and so didn't want to target it down. Wants to get some sort of guaranteed recovery. You see Bulu hit the field once again. Does not enjoy staring the Incineroar and the Venusaur though. Although Venusaur now at this HP though, you have to wonder.
Is Showdown still on the field?
I did not take notice, but I believe he's still on the field. At the very least, this should be the last turn.
I mean, if Milotic moves first, then
we'll know that Trick Room has expired. Yeah.
Yeah, Trick Room has expired. So Melty is going to move first, but Ice Beam is just going to do another pitiful amount to Venusaur. Oh, but I couldn't remove the grassy terrain.
Grassy terrain did so much for your Venusaur.
This is the last turn of grassy terrain actually.
Alright, well.
So he just loses one turn of recovery.
Yeah,
and score. He protects himself from a potential freeze from Ice Beam. So Eugene covering all his bases actually.
And Slash Bomb into Bulu.
That's gonna be the win for Eugene. A very clean sweep in game 3. As the Hypnosis Brigade cheers as the anti-Hypnosis Brigade cheers from the sideline.
All the victims that have been figuratively and literally put to sleep by Martin Teo here. Yeah,
so the answer to Hypnosis is don't let him use Hypnosis. And Martin just not having the answers to Venusaur in the end. We saw he's had the damage, he had Camera doing for 50%, but Bulu couldn't touch Venusaur. Maltic does 20% to Venusaur. Mimikyu needs to Source Dance and then do 25% to Venusaur.
And if you give Venusaur a grassy terrain, then Venusaur 2-hit heals you instead of 3-hit heals you instead.
Yes.
It's it's a lot of things, but again, I don't think Martin approached that game in the wrong way. I think Mimikyu was needed.
The 4 he brought were the 4 he needed to bring.
It still wasn't enough.
The only thing he could have changed was maybe bring Musharna just for the Shattered Psyche. That's the only thing I think that maybe could have changed things, since it is the only super effective attack he has on the Venusaur.
Yeah, and I guess Musharna does have uses outside of
And you have to imagine Eugene would predict a Trick Room on the turn and Musharna's on the field.
Yeah.
And allow him to get a free Shattered Psyche off. So
yeah, that's one way. And aside from the Hypnosis, Musharna does have access to Helping Hand as well, so perhaps could push damage over what Eugene expects, perhaps. Because we did see Camera under Trick Room did so much work.
Camera is very good for Martin, as long as he can catch Fini on the switch, and he did in game 1. Yeah. Because other than Fini, Eugene's team doesn't handle Camera very well at all. Coco gets knocked out. Incineroar, well, it's Incineroar. Sure, you survive Earth Power, but what are you doing in return?
Venusaur does kind of okay because of Thick Fat, and you sort of do pretty well.
But Earth Power is a 2-hit KO.
But I guess you can trade with Geiger Drain.
True. Geiger Drain at Leaf Seed.
Yeah.
But Leaf Seed can miss, and well, we did see what happened.
So the stronger option was still Fini to deal with Camera. So we'll be doing an interview with both players.
So yeah, starting with the defeated finalists, Martin Teo, so stay tuned.
Okay, we are here with the finalists losing to Eugene in top 2, but still a rather good placing. Martin Teo, and he's also brought this team to the Malaysia Open to great success as well. What was your placement in the Malaysia Open?
I think I got to the quarterfinals.
So this is a bit of an improvement, a slight improvement.
Well,
so the next MSS, you're going to bring this team and you're going to win it all the way. That's the pattern.
Well, if I don't have such a horrible matchup, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, we were
Yeah.
discussing a bit before the camera went live about how this was a terrible, terrible matchup for you.
Yes.
Yeah, so do you want to talk a bit more about it?
It's except for the Landerers, it's quite literally the worst matchup I could ever face because I can't hypnosis of the duo tabus.
Yeah.
I can't trick room safely because of with Mushrana because of Incineroar and Crest. And yeah, the Mega Venusaur is impossible to take down.
Yeah,
so
I mean, I suppose
yeah.
the Coco lead as well sort of not only shuts down the hypnosis, but also does threaten with Electrum into your Mushrana, perhaps maybe knocking it out.
Well, I won't say whether it is so
Yeah,
for future
okay.
competitions.
But I mean,
yeah.
a way that for you to try to catch Eugene off guard that me and Matthew were discussing was perhaps did you consider the Shattered Psyche from the Mushrana onto Venusaur?
Well, I was considering it at one point, but I thought it'd be quite difficult to set up. And Mimikyu is generally safer with the disguise.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and it can't get faked out by Incineroar turn
Yes.
one.
I honestly don't disagree with your choice of Mimikyu being your trick room setter. Maybe some of the partners could have been questionable. I believe in some of the in the last two games, Eugene sort of outread you by placing a very good lead against, like the Feeny against the camera, for example. Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, like even if he led that, his core of Incineroar, Venusaur, and Tapu Fini is sort of an AFK core from, if you remember, 2017.
Yeah.
It's very hard to break through, and his team archetype is actually some type of fake PG.
Sorry, fake.
He's fake PG from. If you consider the teams carefully, except for the Landerers, like this, which are supposed to be the, the Gigalith, but yeah.
Okay, so I mean, at least you were happy getting the game one off. What
Yeah,
you keep saying is an impossible matchup.
Yes,
So,
I somehow managed to get the Venusaur down. I don't know, I can't remember how, but yeah.
so
Okay.
any plans to retire this team, or are you going to continue and get first place?
Well, the thing about this team is it's a complete formula. Yeah, so it's actually good against 50, like half the teams have a bad matchup against it. So bringing it is quite a good call, but since I've been using this for quite long, I might change it up
I
to
see.
the next one.
Okay,
but
final
who knows?
question is
Yeah.
important because what's your current CP count before this
Oh,
tournament? Do you
this
see
is
your world invite with this
2,
win?
3, 5. I think I had some from some online comp. I think I get 10 from that. And
Okay.
after this I have 2. After this I have 275 or 285.
So close but not quite yet.
close, yeah.
Don't worry, you just need to win the first place. And
Yeah.
based on the pattern, I think that's going to happen. And Melvin, once again, photobombs the interview.
Yeah, well.
Which is a bit ironic since he doesn't want to be on camera most of the time.
Yeah.
So once again,
I mean, if you watch the Melvin matchup,
Yeah.
you can tell it's based on matchups. Yeah. So
once again, congratulations. I don't think you should be disappointed with the
no,
loss.
I'm not.
Yeah, and
He played it very well as well. So yeah.
so stay tuned for the interview with Eugene.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
And now to cap off today's tournament, it will be an interview with the champion here. I am joined by Eugene Tan, our winner for today. So congrats, Eugene.
Thank you so much, Matthew.
It's been a while coming, Eugene. It's been struggling foundering on the Sundays for years now. Finally
3
taking
years.
a title in the tournament. So once again, congrats, and doing it with Venusaur. A throwback all the way back to 2015,
Yes.
where your last real big tournament run, I believe. So how do you feel about Venusaur in this current state of the way the game has been going?
I'm not really sure whether is it suitable for the entire meta right now, but I do notice one thing is most of the local players don't really. Most of the local players don't really prepare for Venusaur, and yeah, ever since I picked up Venusaur again and together with Incineroar, I'm able to play way much better compared to the last time when I'm using Scruffy.
I mean, yeah, Scruffy in 2017 and 2018 before the fairies around.
Yes, and finally, thanks to Intimidate Incineroar.
Yeah, it just had to be a wrestler Pokemon. Just had to be a wrestler Pokemon. That completed Eugene's team.
It's a heal.
Yes, Eugene. I'm sure you love to play the heal.
But I did not play dirty this time.
Yeah, okay, Eugene, that's true.
I mean, I've never played dirty. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I've never played dirty.
Confessions on stream, everyone. But yeah, so going into this matchup, Martin seemed terrified of their team because I think he didn't really feel he had the answers to Venusaur. Do you feel that way as well? That
Yes.
Venusaur could just wall his entire team?
Yes, I believe that because during the Swiss round I fought him and I 2-0 him during Swiss round, and the MSS before this back in the library, yes.
Last month, I think.
Yes. No.
Last month even.
10 March.
Yeah, last month.
Yes. I beat him 2-0 with the same team as well.
Similar.
and
Both of you running similar builds
yes.
of your current teams.
Except that back then he was running Tapu Lele over Mimikyu.
Milotic or Mimikyu.
Yes. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, Milotic there.
Yes. I remember. Yeah, he do have Milotic back then.
So you still felt the need to bring on Incineroar, even though he had Milotic. So how do you feel about that particular trade-off?
Because I always remember very clearly that even after a competitive boost, Skull
Still does nothing.
Still doesn't want
Doesn't kill Incineroar with its best,
and
yeah.
yes, with Venusaur's big fat Ice Beam is not gonna do much damage.
saw that.
So
But you know, in game 1 you give it boost and then you left your Venusaur open to a lot of attacks.
yeah, that happened because I did not use Leech Seed to get back any health, and I was a bit too offensive over there. Then I did no Leech Seeds were planted to sustain my Venusaur's longevity. So
Yeah, because we did see that Earth Power is still a 2-hit KO if you don't factor in recovery. So if you go a bit too aggressive with Sludge Bombs, then you don't get recovery, and then Earth Power just 2-hit KOs your Venusaur.
yes, and I do notice one very bad play was I do notice Earth Power was
The 2-hit KO on Fini.
yes as
I
well.
think you didn't know that going in? You weren't sure at least.
I wasn't sure, and I didn't know that as well. I didn't know that.
Because that looked a very strange switch, because the Coco into Fini is like, it's still going to be an Earth Power coming in. It's not like you predicted an Eruption. So Fini will take Eruption, but Earth Power into Coco, and both Fini and Coco don't take that particularly well.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, so you did drop game 1, but I think you were still pretty confident because you knew your matchup. You knew what you needed to do, and we
Yes.
saw game 1, game 2, turn 1, was the first thing the Venusaur did. You pressed Leech Seed. And things turned out for the best.
Yes.
Because once you're able to sustain yourself, I think we saw, even if Earth Power is a 2-hit KO, once Leech Seed comes in, it's no longer a 2-hit KO. And every time you take down and Cameron's health, you reduce Eruption power, you threaten with Giga Drain, since Melvin insists on me pronouncing it Giga Drain. And I think we also saw that in game 3 he gave you Grassy Terrain and Venusaur started killing everything.
Yeah. On that particular turn when I Giga Drain Mimikyu, I do not really expect Tapu Bulu switch in. But if he do, then that's
That's bonus, yeah.
That's a bonus, because one of the game I remember, Sludge Bomb is still a 3-hit KO regardless. So
Yeah, without poison.
yes, the last 2 hits just might as well go for a Giga Drain.
Yeah,
to
get
back.
recovery.
Yes.
Yeah, so and then the Bolo came in, Grassy Terrain, 1-hit KO.
Yes.
Just a bonus.
Yep.
And in game 3 he really had no way around the Venusaur.
Yep.
He wasn't able to even source dance in game 3, I think.
The source dance was one of the things that I was actually quite worried about.
But even after source dance, I think maybe for 35% onto Venusaur.
It
So-
still doesn't do much, but then
Yeah, and Shadow Claw can crit, has a high crit rate, so it's always a bit dangerous.
yes, and the additional damage definitely do
Yeah,
help,
it stacks
help
up.
in-
Especially
yes.
since, again, in game 1 you didn't go for the Leech Seed. So your
Yes.
Venusaur's damage it didn't go away, it just stacked up, and in the end you lost the Venusaur. And once Venusaur goes down, it's just a really hard matchup against Tapu Bulu.
Yes, and and another thing is if Tapu Fini went down, I have no way to deal with Camerupt either.
Yeah, but I think in game 3 we saw you adjust your leads. Were you hard up reading his leads?
Yes.
Or do you think Vinny will just do better, but you really hard read the change?
Because if he's still leading with Mimikyu and Milotic,
Still a free combine.
yes, it'll be a free combine, and even if he bring he's gonna switch out his Milotic into something else, so it's either a free combine or
Or free damage to that slot. Yeah,
Yes.
that's true. So
And yeah, in the end he led with Camerupt for me to
perfect for the
yes.
Vinny. So yeah, all worked out in the end, and it's gonna be a win. So Midseason Showdown win for Eugene. Slowly but surely, maybe is it a bit too late, but still dreaming of the World's Invite.
Yeah, still
And well, a win here, 50 points. So
barely
slowly creeping there.
halfway, barely halfway.
And so best of luck the rest of the season as we go on. And once again, Eugene, your champion of today's mid-season showdown here at Toyo Game at Bugis Plus. Your commentators have been myself, Matthew Hui, and Justin Lok. The champion, Eugene Tan. And once again, congrats, Eugene. And we will see you
so
all
much
at the next tournament. So we'll keep you updated.